Okay, so that was a lot of kind of mechanics of building reports, and the other part of it I'm not going to get into really in this class. And the other part of it is applying Excel. So that's simply getting comfortable with formatting and number formats and conditional formatting and Excel formulas and all that good stuff, and just applying all that stuff to your design, including graphs and there are even some other features that I talked about earlier that are kind of outside the scope of this class, but we can do some follow-up training on, like applying drill down or applying the OC retain function if you want to have input columns like for comments or forecasted values, things like that. Those are all parts of Office Connector that can be applied to this as well. Okay. As far as resources, like I said, we'll follow up with an email containing links to important things that you would want to have quick access to. Obviously, I've been referring in some cases back to the product documentation, which I had gone to earlier. So that would be one source for sure to just be aware of kind of where that's at, and we'll try to link to it. You can always find that under support and get help, and then product documentation, and then very right. And then, of course, the knowledge base is the other. And the third place is, of course, the software. So, you go into the function selector, and every function is listed along with its help. And you can read about the function there. And then, of course, the pre-built templates are going to be your other great resource to work from, because there's examples of pretty much everything right there and how we accomplished it. So with that said, I timed that pretty well. Looks like I said 2 hours and 4 minutes. So
you're right on time.
Can I answer any questions?
This is the time to ask. We're going to be following up with each business partner to offer, encourage, prod, poke, whatever, to do presentations to all customers who have general ledger. Invite them to see Office Connector Financials. And we'll do it for the business partner with whatever it takes. And so the product actually was poised and ready to go at about the summit. Sage wasn't ready to release it. We got it released in September. Apologize for it not, you folks not being made aware of it, but we're aggressively trying to overcome that and present as much information as possible here in the last part of November and the beginning of December, so that people can make that acquisition and begin to use this for the reporting starting in December and going forward. So with that said, we really there's so many customers out there who are more than likely poised based on the indicators we've seen to acquire this technology that we really want to see you folks. They're absolutely pivotal, essential to the success of this technology, and the adoption with customers to pick it up, and we want to do what's necessary. So this is recorded, and you'll be provided that recording. And now you get Mike trapped for a period of time to answer any of your questions on Office Connector Financials. I gave him time to think too, Mike. I think that the problem with it being really complete in your presentation is you answer all the questions. And frankly, if I attended and I wasn't really familiar with this, I'd need time to kind of play with it in order to come up with my questions. So, yeah,
James,
and that's the other. Yeah.
Were you saying that you want each of the solution providers to present to their clients, or were you saying gather their clients together and you will present it to them?
If the solution provider felt comfortable presenting to the clients, if you folks felt comfortable presenting to your clients or for the solution provider's clients, that would be great. We will offer ourselves to help as well. whatever it takes to get a comprehensive introduction. Now, bear in mind, at the beginning I said that the customer account managers at Sage simply showed the 2 movies. Bear in mind, the first movie has no sound. So it would be great, streaming, or if you were doing a PowerPoint, play it as you're explaining. The next movie, very deep dive, and it really answers a lot of the questions. And then you could just follow up with making sure that they got what they, understood what they saw. That has resulted right there, those 2 movies, in a lot of sales. Now, I want to point out, can you scroll down, Mike? I don't know, I think you covered it, but these are really important. I pushed for Mike to get these. So this is Office Signature Financials compared to Financial Statement Designer. What we want to accomplish here is to keep it positive. Financial Statement Designer, that is a fantastic product, designed a long time ago, and it does an exceptional job. I mean, you pass it prefixes and things, and it's spitting out the numbers, and it's doing so accurately. So it's exceptional. However, there are things that we've all wanted, I've wanted, all through the 90s, from that, and we see them listed here, starting with rich formatting capabilities on down, that this was designed to augment. So really, we wanted to produce financial statements, for Excel and make it easy. So that's what we see as the next step up. So this compares the 2 products, and then we have another one. People may say, well, I already own Office Connector. I thought it did financials, and it does. There's financials on there. But you have to understand that Office Connector is designed to simply pull the information out of the tables, and then you do with it what you want to do with it. When it comes to General Ledger, with the way we store information, there's more that needs to be done. And what I do is I try to present that, in a positive way, because there are people who historically have known a lot about, Sage, Timberline, formerly known as Timberline, who now may represent other technology. And so they're going to look for every angle to separate a customer from this technology and get them to switch to something else. If you make a living, helping customers understand this technology, that is not in your best interest. And it's not in our best interest either. So we're allowing the customer to accomplish what they want with Excel. And really, Office Connector, how closely it's coupled with Sage, Excel becomes a Sage technology. And it has to be thought of that way because, all the way down to a consultant here, actually somebody who's been a consultant business partner, someone very long-term, I've known this person and very accomplished, pointing out that the Gartner Group talks about Excel-based presentation. But the pinnacle of this is the ability to write back and to honor the business rules. This is where everybody stops, okay? If you know of a product, F9, other technology, global, whatever it is, Sage Intelligence, none of these technologies even begin to attempt to write back. Yet this technology writes back. It completes the promise. It's really the only thing I know off the shelf that does so, and it does so really effectively for budgets and things like that. So we can set the table so that these people who may be wanting to separate the customers from us, aren't successful. And that's really what we want to help you folks accomplish. So you've got all this content. We want you to utilize this content. This is an extensive document Mike created on the query versus financial statements. And it's not versus, really. It's taking off center query, realizing what it does and does a great job, and then why we needed to add additional functionality to do the exceptional financial reporting. And you see that here. So we really appreciate everyone attending. It's a large 2 hours out of your time. That's a lot of money out of your pocket to learn this technology, and we feel that it's going to be a great investment, and we want to help that investment, turn into results for you.
And the last thing I want to add real quick is if you don't yet have Office Connector Financials enabled on your computer, we can help you get that set up. The first thing is to make sure you get the current version off of the website. Like I said, there will be a new version within the next week or two that will enhance performance as well as add the calendar period reporting. But make sure you get the software installed regardless. There's a licensing step to enable it. If we've not done that for you yet already, just drop an email to sales@eventlandsoftware.com and we'll get that set up for you. We want everyone to have the necessary not for resale licenses of Office Connector installed with this enabled so you can work with it.